Wake up early, stay up late, work all day, earn that pay. All my efforts seem to die in vain. Ever since you chose to twist my fate.
Throw that bone, yank that chain, enough to drive a man insane. I can't continue to play this game. Every time I do it, I get shortchanged. But I can tell by the way you take me by the hand. You prove to me, baby, that you understand how to take the pressure off a modern man. Come with me, baby, 'cause I got a plan.
Once was clear, black and white. Something wrong turned out right. Turn and run, or stand and fight. Maybe I should just keep by the side. You and me had it made. We even managed to save face. What a shame that it had to end. Maybe you can meet me around the bend.
Oh, that's quite a scheme that you conceived. You seem to thought of everything. And though it all seems like a snap, something tells me, baby, gonna be a catch.
'Cause baby, when we met you thought that I was tough. Truth is, babe, I was full of love. You think that I'm a hawk, but baby, I'm a dove. I'd fight for you, baby, and that's sure enough. Twist my fate.
Twist my fate. I should run and hide from you, babe. Yeah. You twist my fate.
Twist my fate, babe.
Oh, I know. Twist my fate. Twist my fate.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrows, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just like to have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry home, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load if you just call me. Call me. If you need a friend. Call me. If you need a friend. Call me. If you need me. Call me. Oh, won't you call me if you need me? Call me. Call me now. Call me.
Just around the corner from the Alpine Inn and up the hill from Finicky Frank's, this is Pacific Street Blues, broadcasting from high atop the Ponca Hills. Music there from Eric Bibb, Maria Muldaur, and Rory Block doing the old Bill Withers track, Lean On Me. We also heard from Tony Holiday and Twist My Fate. Well, we've got a really good What's the Common Thread this week. It's always fun to play, and kind of how you play is I'll play some songs, you try to figure out what the common thread is, and then you go to the Pacific Street Blues playlist for this week, which is posted on our Facebook page, and you leave your guess. And if you're the first one to get it right, well, you'll win a coffee mug from Crescent Moon Pottery. Well, I've been reading a book. A friend of mine said, you need to read this book on skiffle. It'll explain a lot of cool stuff to you. I'm like, okay. Skiffle music was a musical movement in England in between kind of the jazz and the music hall period and the rock and roll period, the birth of the Beatles. In fact, the Beatles met playing in skiffle music, as did Jimmy Page and lots of other bands. But we'll talk about that later. But one of the central figures was an American guy named Big Bill Broonzy. And Big Bill Broonzy, of course, did a lot of songs that you'd probably recognize. Black, Brown, and White is the big one, as well as Meet Me at the Bottom and Key to the Highway. But listen to that track here, Black, Brown, and White from Big Bill Broonzy.
This little song that I'm singing about, people you all know is true. If you black and got a word for a living now, this is what they will say to you. They say, if you's white, she's alright. If you's brown, stick around. But if you's black, oh brother, get back, get back, get back. I was in a place one night, they was all having fun. They was all buying beer and wine, but they would not sell me none. They said, if you's white,
stick around. But as you black, brother, get back, get back, get back. I went to an employment office. I got a number and I got in line. They called everybody's number, but they never did call mine. They said if you was white, you was alright. But if you was brown, you could stick around. But as you black, brother, get back, get back, get back. Me and a man was working side by side. Now this is what it meant. They was paying him $1 an hour and they was paying me 50 cents. They said if you was white, you'd be alright. If you was brown, you could stick around. But as you black, oh brother, get back, get back, get back. I opened 3 victories with my plow and hoe. Now I want you to tell me, brother, what you gonna do about the old Jim Crow. Now, if you was white, you was alright. If you was brown, stick around. But if you black, whoa, brother, get back, get back, get back.
Take a gal like you down to New Orleans, dress you in a dress of red. Get you a house on the back of town, baby. Get you a folding bed, yes, get you a folding bed. Buy you a great big diamond ring, buy you a dress of blue, buy you a pair of high heel shoes, baby. I'll be true to you, yes, I'll be true to you. Where did you get your pretty little dress? Shoes that you wear so fine. Well, I got my dress from a railroad man. Shoes from a man down the line. Lord, shoes from a man down the line. Who's gonna kiss your pretty little cheeks? Who's gonna glove your hands? Who's gonna shoe your sweet baby? Who's gonna be your man? Tell me, who's gonna be your man? Papa's gonna shoe my pretty little feet. Mama's gonna glove my hands. Sister's gonna kiss my rosy cheeks, buddy. I don't need no man, no, I don't need no man. Buy you a great big diamond ring, buy you a dress of blue, buy you a pair of high heel shoes, baby. I'll be true to you, yes, I'll be true to you.
breather from Josh White for you right here on Pacific Street Blues, and a track called Take a Gal Like You. Well, there's kind of a new movement. I guess it's not so new, but it's a soulful movement. And a lot of people within the blues genre are doing kind of what I would call soul music, and some of it's quite good. Josh Hoyer comes to mind. Okay? And so we'll hear that when we come back in just a moment.
Away, getting ready for the day I'm born again. And I spent some time alone. Understand that soon you'll run with better men. Alone again. Within that brings that lonely feeling. Yeah. And understand that when you leave here, you'll be clear among the better men, alone again. Yeah.
everybody. And I know it's real. You see what mama said is true. Do the best that you can do. And I do believe that a better life for you starts with me. If a lot of people love each other, the world will be a better place to live in. If the people love each other, the world will be a better place to live in. So many beautiful people in the world. We need more love for the people in the world. So many beautiful people in the world. So what you gonna do? Give my mind, I'm gonna give my heart, I'm gonna give my everything. Come on, let's start.
As we look at the challenges our world faces, you may feel you are too small to affect changes. You may think it's insurmountable, problems in so many places. But realize that each day you have a chance to affect the people and things around you. And that by giving beauty into the world, you can make a positive change on everyone and everything you touch. And as it expands and resonates, you realize that you are connected to beauty everywhere. And we control how and where we go. So be beautiful people.
Music there from Josh Hoyer and So Colossal, and a track there from them called Beautiful People. Of course, they won the International Blues Challenge, Best Band, at the festival, which was quite nice. A couple of years prior to that, it's probably more like 4 or 5 years prior to that, of course, Hector Anchondo won Best Solo Duo. So really getting a lot of notoriety for the Nebraska market down there in Memphis, Tennessee. Well, we're going to hear some music from the Claudettes. Of course, they're going to be in town today. Doors are at 4 p.m. That at the Reverb Lounge at about, 61st, 62nd and Maple Street, right around the corner from the waiting room. And, of course, that's part of the Sunday Roadhouse series. They've been back several times, so we'll hear from them in just a moment. But first, I want to take a minute and thank the people that come by the Pacific Street Blues page and leave a note or leave a like or whatever it might be, because it lets us know that they're listening. Claude Hampton, yes, Claude, as well as Pam Whittle, Barbara Marshall Schlott, and Tracy Hayden, as well as Sharon Johnson, Larry Luddig, and Pat Rosenthal, Russ Shives, Cynthia Covert, Don Hubner, Ken Kriker, and Bill Sherman, as well as Sean Bentley Flanagan. And there was a good attention this week, so want to thank everybody, and especially Nick Armijo. Now, Nick is our webmaster. He'll post the birthdays and some of the other fun kind of interactions that we have going on there. So he does a good job of that for us, and we sure appreciate Nick and everything he does. Well, let's hear music from the Claudettes, as they're going to be in town today. Doors open at 4.
Never go down with the ship. He's likely dozing in the crypt, and he'll take what he can get. I bet he's chosen for a fix, but he's not licked yet. He said, no, he's not licked yet. No, no, he's not licked yet. And then he gave us all the slip. Keep from getting wet as it goes drip, drip, drip. But he's not licked yet. No, 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 he's not licked yet. He said he's not licked yet. He swears, but he's not licked yet. Down there, he's not licked yet. He'll never go down with the ship. He's only dozing in the crypt.
Oh, let's have some fun. Gonna go way back to one of the first songs I ever learned. Got the Greensland All-Stars and the Sons of the Soul Revivers to help me. And special soloist, Mr. Sax Gordon. Let's go. Got a good reason for taking the easy way out. Got a good reason for taking the easy way out now. She was a day tripper, one-way ticket, yeah, oh yeah. It took me so long to find out, and I found out. Oh! She's a big teaser. She took me half the way there.
Music from Kid Anderson for you right here on Pacific Street Blues. He's got this, I think it's called Greaseland, a recording studio, and a lot of musicians are now going there. And, of course, he puts his own records out as well. And, of course, that version of cover of the Beatles, right? Day Tripper. Who doesn't love that song? I can remember seeing, was it Charlie Burton and the Cutouts? And in one of the songs, I don't remember which one, they would just kind of go into that guitar break, and it was always kind of sweet to hear him do that. I miss Charlie. What about you, man? Been a while. Sure do. Well, DK Harrell will be over at the Granary Green on October 2nd. He's brought to you by the Blues Society of Omaha, and that show will be at 6 p.m. But he's got a brand new album out, so let's listen to that when we come back with more in just a moment.
You take me up one-way street. You got love that's oh so sweet. The way you hold me thrills me through and through. Don't wanna come back from this one-way street. How sweet it is. Joy divine. Just let me stay here just a little more time. Gonna do my part and love you with all my heart. And I won't come back from this one-way street. I can't detour.
Stand on like Al Capone. We can get down and party, baby, you can be gone. It don't make me no never mind, my schedule is always full. Self-made man with the master plan, educated by the streets and the school.
Music from DK Harrell, or Harrell as the case may be. I'm not sure how to enunciate his last name, but he's going to be over at the Granary Green on October 2nd. Brought to you by the Blues Society of Omaha. Now that's a 6 p.m. show, and so you want to make plans. I think that new record from him is absolutely terrific. Well, we do have a What's a Common Thread for you today. It's real fun, and so it's going to be a band. And so, again, how do you play? Well, I'll play 4 songs, maybe 5 this week. I haven't done it yet, to be honest with you. Usually I do, but I know exactly who I'm going to do it on. But anyway, if you think you know what the common thread is, then you go to the Pacific Street Blues Facebook page, and on today's playlist, you post what you think is the correct answer. And if you're the first one to get it right, then you're going to get a free coffee mug from Crescent Moon Pottery. Now, here's the thing. We're not going to mail it out. You have to go and pick it up, and it is available at 1111 A Wine Bar, that at 60th and Maple Street, right across from the Benson Theater. And so we'll do that. But let's continue on with the new music. Got a tasty little nugget for you here. Devon Allman has a brand new album out, and it features a lot of guest stars on it. And people like Jimmy Hall from Wet Willie, Larry McCray, very famous blues guy, and of course Sierra Green. And so that's out on the Rough recording label, and a track from him, After You, right here on Pacific Street Blues.
to give her everything in the whole wide world. You don't have to promise her that you'll never ever look at another girl. You know what is right, you know what is wrong. Late at night, you know where you belong. So try to be a good man. Give her all the love you can, and do your best to understand. Now use a gentle hand. You don't have to work 2 jobs 7 days a week to keep her in fancy clothes. You don't have to yes ma'am, no ma'am, and be so meek. You don't have to wear a ring in your nose. Give her your heart, give her your mind. Show some respect and always be kind. And try to be a good man. A woman needs a man that she can talk to pay attention to every little single thing. Yeah. A woman needs a friend she can count on till the end. He won't ever try to hold her back. He got to let her spread her wing. Yeah, yeah. Give her your heart, give her your time. Show some respect and always be kind. And try. You better try to be a good man. She's the only one. You better try to keep her. Got too much seniority with you, baby. Can afford to let you know now. Got to be a good man.
Laughing and clowning just to keep from crying. I'm laughing and clowning just to keep from crying. I'm trying to hide the facts that I've got a good mind. Being the life of the party seems to be my role. Being the life of the party seems to be my role.
my mind off you. Woo!
Funky, funky.
Music there from the late, great Walter Wolfman Washington. He's out in the New Orleans market, which, of course, I would argue is the birth of funk music came out of New Orleans. I'd make that argument quite comfortably. But his uncle was Ernie K. Doe. And Ernie K. Doe did tracks like Mother-in-Law and Working in a Coal Mine that was later covered by the band Devo. Do you remember that song? So I just kind of dig Walter Wolfman Washington, that horn-driven funk music. I just really adore it. Also, we heard from Johnny Adams in a track there called Laughin' and Clowin', and I was kind of impressed that Fats Domino, by the time Fats Domino's career got up and running by the mid to late 1950s, Johnny Adams' career was basically over. And so Fats would keep a slot in the tour open for Johnny Adams. So those were the days when, you know, everybody'd get on one bus and there'd be like 8 or 9 bands and they'd go play a market and they'd do 4 shows that day and each band would play 2 or 3 songs. And Fats would make it a point to keep a slot available for Johnny Adams. So I always thought that was really cool, very touching. And of course, I didn't realize it at the time, but Fats Domino was a rival of Elvis Presley. Now, again, going back to a comment I made earlier on skiffle music. Skiffle music over in England is kind of that sound that breaches between kind of the popularity at the time of banjo music. So in England in the early 20th century, they're going to embrace banjo music, and they're going to kind of do these shows like vaudeville shows. And then as that kind of ebbs out, this sort of blues-based American folk, guys like Leadbelly and Big Bill Broonzy, they're going to cover these guys, but they're going to do it with kind of homemade instruments often, and it's called skiffle music. And so it's going to be skiffle then in the 50s, and they're going to get a little bit of Elvis Presley. Who doesn't love Elvis Presley? But he really didn't take off there until much later than he took off in America. And so kind of interestingly enough is this skiffle music kind of replaces that music that we were listening to over here, guys like Eddie Cochran and Buddy Holly and Elvis Presley, Sweet Gene Vincent. Those kind of guys were pretty obscure, but they had their homegrown artists. And then it's these homegrown artists. You're going to have like 3 or 4 guys. You're going to have Chris Barber. You're going to have Alexis Corner. You're going to have Cyril Davis. And they're going to grab these young players, guys like Jimmy Page and Keith and Mick from the Stones and the Fleetwood Mac guys. All these guys are going to grab them, Brian Jones, and they're going to teach them kind of blues music. And then it's that blues music that gives a birth to the English version of classic rock. It's a fascinating story. I had no idea. I mean, I knew a little bit about skiffle music, but I really wasn't heavily into it till I read this book. And so kind of into it at the moment. But I'm going to skip that because we're playing funk music. And when I think of funk, I think of Omaha's own Travis. And when I think of Omaha's own band Travis, which if you haven't seen those guys, they are fabulous, I think of the band Tower of Power.
So vaccination all across the nation, keep you from catching monkeypox. When you get While responding to the treatment, feel the beat down to your feet and release what it takes to make it formulate. I'm talking about soul vaccination. Soul vaccination. Soul vaccination. Everybody get in line. Soul vaccination.
After the break, we're going to come back and we're going to play What's the Common Thread? And again, this week, we're looking for a band. If you think you know the answer, you want to go to the Pacific Street Blues Facebook page and on today's playlist, post your answer. And if you're the first one, then you're going to win an authentic Pacific Street Blues handmade coffee mug from Crescent Moon Pottery.
I got a feeling deep inside, oh yeah, that's right. I got a feeling I can't hide, oh no, oh no. I got a feeling, but please believe me, I hate to miss this train, oh yeah, oh yeah. And if you leave me, I won't be late again, oh no, oh no. I got a feeling, feeling deep inside. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I got a feeling I can't hide. Oh no, oh no. I got a feeling.
Here come old flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He got Jude eyeball, he was holy roller. He got hair down to his knee. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please. He wear no shoe shine, he got toe jam football, he got monkey finger, he shoot Coca-Cola, he say, I know you, you know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me. He back production, he got walrus gumbo, he got oh no sideboard, he was spinal cracker, he got feet down below his knee. Hold you in his armchair, you can feel his disease. Come together right now over me. He roller coaster, he got early warning, he got muddy water, he want mojo filter. He said 1 and 1 is 3. Got to be good looking 'cause he's so hard to see. Come together right now over me. Come together, yeah. Come together, yeah. Come together, yeah. Come together, yeah. Come together.
Music from Delbert McClinton for you right here on Pacific Street Blues as we play What's the Common Thread? So the objective is to try to figure out, in this case it's a band, which band am I making an allusion to, right? Which band am I referencing by the songs I'm playing? Now, I'm not going to play a song by that band. Well, I might. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But you try to guess who's the band, and if you think you know, then you want to go to the Pacific Street Blues Facebook page, and on our playlist today, you want to post your answer. And if you're the first one to get it right, you get a coffee mug from Crescent Moon Pottery. Now, here's the thing. Crescent Moon Pottery, they have studios, so if you want to learn how to throw pots, if you already know how to throw pots, you just need access to a wheel, they can set you up, and they have a full line of goods as well. But here's the deal. If you win, we're not going to mail it. You got to come and pick it up. And where you go is 1111, a wine bar, which is on 60th and Maple Street in the heart of Benson. And so that's Jeffrey and Jonathan are in there. And so you go in and you say, hey, I won the coffee mug. He'll know. He'll be expecting you because I will have notified you that you won. How cool is that? So let's continue to play What's the Common Thread?
I'm Eleanor Rigby. I picked up the rice in the church where the weddings had been. Yeah, I'm Eleanor Rigby. I'm keeping my face in a jar by the door. I want to know what is it for? Well, all the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Father Mackenzie, write no words to a sermon that no one will hear. No one comes near. Look at him working, darning his socks in the night. What does he care? Yeah, all the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Eleanor Rigby, John in the Titan was buried along with a name. Nobody came. Father Mackenzie, wiping the dirt from his hands as he walked from the grave, saying, all of the lonely people, where do they come from? All over the world, the lonely, lonely, lonely people, where do they all belong? Lonely, only the lonely know. Ooh, lonely, only the lonely people know. Just like Eleanor Rigby, yeah, Eleanor Rigby, lonely, lonely, yeah, the lonely, yeah,
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her in your heart. Then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you'll begin to make it better. Anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulder. For you know that it's a fool who plays it cool by making the world a little bit colder. Hey Jude, don't let me down. You found her, now go on out and get her. But remember to let her in your heart. Then you
Well, we are playing What's the Common Thread, and obviously that's the wicked stick-it Pickett doing a cover of the Beatles song, Hey Jude. Now, if you remember from our Allman Brothers Spotlight show, it was that song arranged by Duane Allman that gave Duane the money to go back and finally put together the Allman Brothers Band and launch them on their career. They're in the studio with Wicked Pickett. They're down at Muscle Shoals Studios. It's not really coming together very well. Everybody kind of takes a break. Duane sits down. He does the arrangement for Hey Jude by the Beatles. Wilson comes back. He's like, that's pretty cool. I'm going to record it. He does. And as they say, the rest is history. So if you answered the Beatles, well, you got it right. Good for you. Take a brief underwriter's break and come back with more in just a moment.